All right. Check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World and I'm Blue Devil. Now, look, today we got a video of Lefty Gunplay being exposed by a guy named Joshua. All right. Some guy that's named Joshua came out to expose Lefty Gunplay and said that Lefty's not really about that gunplay. All right. Said that Lefty is just a tagger. Lefty ain't got no game banging skills. Lefty's never been in the field and so forth and so forth. Now, look, I'm not coming to nobody's rescue. I really don't care. Everybody knows that I said that in 2025, we're not picking sides. We're not going to be being trying to be cool with no rappers. We're going to just do what we do and that's it, right? And this other YouTuber that goes by the name of Joshua, salute to him because he's doing this thing. All right, he's making his money, doing his videos. He got around like 30,000 subscribers, so you know that is a nice chunky amount of subscribers, especially when it is the real deal. You know, they're not bots. You gotta respect the grind. You gotta respect the hustle. And the reason I'm calling him Joshua is because that's the name on his YouTube. That's what he has right there. You know, so respectfully, that's what we gonna call him. Uh, so I guess he's saying that Lefty Gunplay is not about that gunplay, blah blah blah. We've heard this a million times, but here we are revisiting it again. But before we press play on this video, we're not gonna watch it. We're only gonna give you the audio. Before we do, today is the 3rd of January. I told you guys we're gonna go live 365 days out the year. All right. So tonight, Friday, we're gonna play music. So if you're a rapper, a beat maker, a business owner, and you want us to promote you, play your stuff, pull up to the live, all right, and we will give you the shout out you need so you can clip it and put it on your page, all right? We're gonna go on a 6, 7 hour live tonight. So pull up and let's have a good time. All right. Back to this Lefty Gunplay stuff. Oh look, one more announcement. Sunday, 5 p.m. 6 p.m. We're gonna have Burner the Loke. All right. He did a hood vlog with Rodney in LA. Rodney in LA will be in the building. Big Blacks will be in the building. Droops will be in the building. Opina will be in the building, and all the homies that pull up will be in the building. All right, because I do be giving you content with people. I'm not in a closet somewhere, tucked away in Oklahoma. All right, uh, we actually can interact with people. People love us, and we love the people. All right, back to this video. All right, back to the video. Let's go. Uh, King of Cap, why Lefty Gunplay really went to jail and how long? Look, let me bring something up real quick because we're not really gonna be watching the video on this one. We all remember Kenny Thunderberg, right? Kenny Thunderberg had brought this paperwork out, and everybody ran with it. Everybody ran with this paperwork, right? And they said that this was Lefty Gunplay's real paperwork. They try to discredit how much time he did in the penal system. They try to discredit what prisons he went to. They try to discredit what jail time he's done. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So on this paper, we see shooting at an inhabited dwelling. Blah, blah, blah. Vandalism, carrying a firearm, loaded firearm while participating in the gang or street crime. Boom, boom, boom. You know, oh, I have all of these on my record except for control. Oh no, even well, I covered a little bit of weed one time, but vandalism, carrying a firearm, participating in a street gang crime. I got that. Oh yeah, I never blasted inside a house. All right, so look. Everybody was running with that. What I'm trying to point out is this: all you damn watchers out there, all you fools that are watching right now, all you fools jump on the bandwagon, dog. If a video comes out about some guy you don't rock with, you guys are all cheerleading. You know, and then when it comes out that's not in his favor or your favor, you guys go away. And then when something else comes out you don't like about the guy, you guys are cheerleading. At this point, I've come to understand, bro, that the watchers are just the watchers. They're not your friends. They're not cool with you. They'll switch up on you so quick. They'll like you today for something you've done, but tomorrow they'll dislike you for something that they think you did wrong, and so forth and so forth. All right? So to all the YouTubers, don't get caught up in the comments, bro. They don't care about you. You might think they're cool with you, and you might have like a little squad, like we got a squad. Salute to the squad. But the surrounding people outside of that circle, they're gonna flip on you like this, my boy. All right, so don't let them pump you up. But let's go ahead and listen to this audio. Let's go listen to this audio to see what this fine gentleman that goes by the name of Joshua is talking about. All right, let's go.
TV, right? And the legacy of Lefty Gunplay is born, right? And in that interview, he talks about how he was sentenced to 13 years in prison for shooting up a house party. And then he goes on Vlad like last month, and he says, "Oh, people are hating on me, and it's not true. And I got sentenced to 13, but I did 85%." And goes on to talk about how he's really about that life, and he's really the only one that keeps it real. Everybody else is lying in rap music, north and south.
All right, let's clear this up. The part where supposedly Lefty said he's the only one that keeps it real, that's cap. We all know that's cap. There's a lot of gangster homies everywhere. Norte, South, down south, Midwest, East Coast, a lot of gangster ass homies, right? So that's false. Maybe Lefty was just tripping, right? Maybe he meant it. I don't know, but that's false. That's cap. But as far as a part of him saying he's with the business, bro, even the criminal record that this fool Joshua read, that's somewhat of a dude that's committing crimes. Vandalism. People think that it's like you breaking windows. No, it's you tagging up somebody's property with your hood on it. Getting caught with a firearm. You got the firearm because when you're out tagging, if fools pull up on you, you're gonna let them have it, right? All right. All the other little things that he been busted for, GTA and all that crazy shit, blasting inside of a pad, whatever. All that comes with the life, dog. All that comes with the life. All that comes with the life. So I don't know what kind of gang you from, or what goes on in where what gang where you can only be from the gang if you got bodies, or like I don't know what you're talking about, dog. Like I don't understand what people want. What do you want, bro? The homie once told me, he was like, "Fool, you can deliver these fools a body. You can bring them the body and lay out the body in front of them and say, 'I'm a real one, dog. Look at this fool. I got him.' And you know what they're gonna tell you? You know what they're gonna say? That ain't yours. You found that fool somewhere. That's the homie's work. You're just trying to claim it." Bro, that's when I stopped caring about what these fools say. Look, the world as we know it did a whole little documentary on a couple of days of my life. He did a documentary on me, a little mini doc, right? And that is only something that happened in a weekend. A weekend. Not the whole time that I was up there. It's just a weekend. And there's black and white, there's newspaper reports, there's news clippings, my name's in there, and people still don't believe it. I don't give a fuck no more. If you want to believe it, cool. If you don't, you don't. It don't matter. What matters to me is every solid homie that comes through here, every single one of them. When I call a artist to come up here and he brings his squad and they all fuck with us and they're all real homies that are outside, that's what matters to me. Not these dudes on the internet. But there is a bunch of real ones on the internet. There is a bunch of real homies on the internet, and they know who they are. But I don't know what kind of gang Mr. Joshua belongs to, or what his expectations of a gangbanger are or is. But as long as you're outside, bro, and you're being active, I mean, you're going to get in trouble, dog. Whether it's hitting up on the wall, whether it's putting in some work, whether it's carrying a strap. Some people get to use it, some don't. Some get busted before they get the opportunity to get somebody. Like, come on. Let's continue to press play, dog.
But you can count on it when he says it, and he's really a gang member. He prioritizes gang banging over music and on and on and on and on. So look, when he went to prison, he went to a level 2 yard, right? He talks about going to level 2 and getting all his tattoos in the gym, and then coming home and the females really being impressed with his ink, right? So why am I doing this video? Right? Is it just aha poke fun at Lefty Gunplay? No. You know, some people are gonna take it that way, and I know that there's a lot of critics of his and there's a lot of supporters. Look, going to prison is not cool. Going to prison doesn't make you cool, doesn't make you a tough guy, right? It means that you broke a law and the court decided that that was the appropriate punishment. That's all.
Hey, salute to Joshua for not being one of them dudes that talk about, oh, you have to go to the pinta to be a gangster. No, you don't. No, you don't. Some go. And salute to all the homies that are locked down, the solid ones, bro, that are trying to make it through the struggle. Big shout out to them, right? But it don't make you better than anybody else, dog. Uh, there's homies that are out here doing a lot of devious things, bro, and never get caught up. There's a lot of homies out here that are knocking things down and don't get caught up. I once knew a guy that would only come out full when it was time to knock shit down. Like he wouldn't be on the block, he wouldn't be kicking it. You couldn't like really hang out with the guy. He would only come down, go knock something down, and go back into his hiding hole. Listen, fool. People be like, "Oh, you have to be battle tested." I don't know where these words come from. They be watching too much YouTube. In all true reality, bro, you can be battle tested on the street. All right, on the streets, a lot of people can be battle tested. You know, I don't understand where these words come from. When I see words like that, like battle tested and all these weird like things that I know people homies don't really talk about, I know that it's some kid watching too many YouTube videos. You know, but shout out to Joshua for saying that you don't have to go to prison, dog. Let's go.
Me. I mean, you got wrongfully convicted. That's another story. With different story, different day. But that's all it means, right? And what you go to prison for, or where you do your time, can
Oh, hold
on
on.
the culture that you probably time can shed some light on the culture that you probably experienced in prison, at least in the California Department of Corrections. You know, the culture on a level 4 yard is a little different than I'm sure the culture on a level 2 yard. Uh, but as somebody who has been on the level 4 yards and been in the SHU programs and validated and all that shit and all the prisons that people like to talk about, right? The Corcoran SHU and the Bay SHU and all that. I can assure you there are lames and weenies on those yards just like there are tough guys.
Hey, listen. Everybody thinks that everything in prison is solid, 1,000%. I don't talk about prison, dog, because I'm not here to give you guys content about prison, right? This doesn't look like a prison channel, does it? Yeah, exactly. All right. But people think that going to prison, everybody in there is a G. It's not true. It's not true. That I know for a fact, right? And also another thing that I know for a fact is that a lot of these fools that are out here right now, there's a lot of YouTubers right now like mugrosos, right? There's a lot of mugrosos. So if you want to put on the Cinderella a shoe, that's on you, homeboy. But there's a lot of Cinderellas out there right now, a lot of mugrosos, right? That been to jail for their self. They didn't go to prison for the hood. They didn't go light nobody up and get busted for lighting up the enemy. They went to prison for having a dope sack. All right. Which means that they were out there committing crimes for themselves. Right. But now that they come home, they want to claim that they're with the business for the barrio. Right. But they went in there for a dope sack. Tweaker shit. And then they want to act like they've had a better career than you because you didn't get caught. So you're telling me that a homeboy that dropped a gang of bodies, or at least was out there having a 4th of July every day of the week, right, but didn't get caught, you're telling me that you that got caught with dope and went to prison have a better gang career than this fool? Fool, shut your goofy ass up, dog. You went to the pen and that's your only accomplishment, and now you think you're somebody. You're not somebody unless you are the somebody. Let me explain that, and let me say that one more time. Don't let it go over your head. You're not a somebody unless you're the somebody. All right? Don't believe these fucking clowns out here, dog. All right? Don't believe them. Uh so shout out to Rascal. That's his name. Joshua slash Rascal. He's giving you guys some game, homie. Let's go.
And I'm sure that the same thing is true for level 1 and level 2 yards. And from a non-involved perspective, right? We just passed the holidays. This is the second day of January, and there were a lot of people who were missing around the dinner table, this holiday season, including some folks in my own family. And whether they're on a level 2 yard or a level 4 yard or a SNY yard or a GP yard or a county jail or a buck
It don't matter. They're gone, right? That's what he wants to say. I'm trying to find the part. Let me
and
see.
had to go sit down for a minute, you're exaggerating
Oh, here we go.
something that isn't something you should be proud of to begin with, right? Oh no, I don't want people to know I just went to prison for a gun and vandalism. Let me tell them I went to prison for shooting at a house. Okay, shooting at a house is fucked up. I've been in houses that have been shot at. I've been outside of houses when the house is getting shot at. Um, that's a rough experience, right? It's does this make sense, right? Hopefully, some of you guys are kind of tracking with where I'm going. It's a reflection though of the culture and the society.
All right, look. Very simple. Why would somebody lie about blasting at a house when that's nothing to be proud of, right? Like you could have said, I knocked somebody down, I jacked somebody, I pulled a 211. I don't know. There's so many other things to say that can make you look so much better, right? I look at it this way. Nowadays, especially with paperwork like this that came up, you don't know what to believe, right? You don't know what to believe. Because this was rolling around that this was official. People were trying to ask me to run it. You know what I mean? People were like, "Hey, fool, you should run it." No, that has nothing to do with me. That fool is not from my barrio. That fool is not from my hood. I am not from his. We're not from the same county. So why would I even? I don't even care, dog. I don't care what that homie went to jail for. It has nothing to do with me. There's so many things that are on my record that people won't believe that I look up and they're not there. I look up my cases and a lot of them are not there. Now, look again, I'm not trying to back up Lefty Gunplay, but it just seems like people are too focused on trying to bring him down because of the fact that he's winning. This is not only crabs in the bucket mentality, but this is gonna hold you back. So I look at it this way, dog. 1090 Jake made a career out of being able to expose people, right? But that's what he does day in and day out. He don't care about your friendship, right? But a lot of these YouTubers, they try to get famous of doing what 1090 Jake does. And in true reality, if you're not going to do it to the full extent and do it to everyone, all you're doing is locking them doors and closing them doors that you can open to network with other people, right? Unless you're not worried about networking, you're not worried about blowing up, you're not worried about building something, then I guess it is what it is. But should Lefty respond? No. Does Lefty care? No. Is that the truth that he did not lit up a house? I don't know. I don't care. All I see is a Mexican homie, right? A homie that's Latino. Let's say that because I know there's a lot of crybabies that's winning. And as long as he's winning, our culture is winning, north and south. All right, because all that does is open up the eyes of the rap pioneers, the rap elite, to look at our culture and say, hey, they probably have some dope talent over there. Let me go tap in. By trying to bring somebody down that's already there, you're not doing nothing but bringing yourself down. The only people that are agreeing with Joshua, aka Rascal, are the people that don't like Lefty, anyways. You feel what I'm saying? All them people that are agreeing with Joshua are people that don't like Lefty, anyways. So why would anybody respond? Why would Lefty respond? Look, let the man win, dog. Let's just be happy for him. If today Joshua started to win, I wouldn't go look for reasons to bring him down. I'd be like, fool, get it, dog. Get it, homie, because I know what it feels like to be broke and have nothing and wanting to win. And for somebody to try to come take it from under you, come on, dog. And not to say, not that it matters, but this fool's from up north. This fool, Joshua's from up north. You're telling me you don't have no rappers up there that you can expose? Why are you coming down south for all your videos? Why are you in Southside business? Why? Why? This is another reason on why the South Side will always be prestige when it comes to uh, music and content creation. All right. Nobody is looking up north for videos, but up north is looking down south for content. All right. And with that being said, no disrespect intended to Joshua. Uh, Keep doing what you're doing, homie. Maybe one day you'll blow past everybody. And listen, that's the goal. That is the goal. Continue to win. Do your thing. Get your bread. Do your content. Just keep in mind, dog. Keep in mind. Let me explain something to you. Just keep in mind, fool, that it's better. It's better to congratulate these homies than to tear them down. All right. And the comments, they'll ride with you until you fuck up. You feel me? And once you fuck up, they ain't your people no more. All right. So with that being said, salute to everybody. All right. Salute to Joshua. Salute to Lefty Gunplay. Salute to all the partners that are everywhere. Once again, we're gonna go live at 6:30. Pull up. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good night. And with that being said, you already know I'm Blue Devil. And we out.